back to the channel. We left off with getting the axles underneath it after doing the rear link mounts and getting the rear truss and axle figured out. So up next, we have to do the front link mounts on the axle side. Those will just be, we'll do those first before we do uppers, and then get those figured out, and then that'll give us our measurement point to start building the link mounts on the frame side. So we'll start again with the lowers, and that will get us kind of set where we want with our wheelbase, and then from there we can start figuring out uppers. So that's kind of the goal, is get the lowers on the front axle and the lowers on the frame side figured out, get all that stuff mocked up, and that way we can start getting the suspension dialed in and hopefully get this thing a roller. All right, we got these tabs all cleaned up for the front axle. So what we're gonna do is set the caster. This is being a low pinion, and setting the pinion to point like the rear axle wouldn't really work because it would mess up all the caster. So we're gonna set the caster 5 to 7-ish degrees is normal. And then from there we will get the lower link mounts set and level, and that way everything holds level, and then that gives us a good starting point, and then we can lower the chassis back down, start doing some measurements and making the link mounts on the frame side. All right, I got the caster at about 6.75. This side's a little bit off at 6. That's just how the knuckles are welded, but either way, this will give us, you can always adjust a little bit with the links if need be, but this will give us a good spot to zero our lower links. And then once we do all the alignment and everything, if we decide we can change it, we can. But that's kind of a good starting point. So let's get the link mounts mocked up. So we got the link mount tabs for the lowers, front and rear. So let's get the frame side started. Outriggers cut out, all the link tabs for the lower links frame side cut out and drilled. So those are ready to get mocked up and tacked to these and tacked to the frame to set the wheelbase. All right, so we are going to start with the front. We already had some aluminum links. What we're gonna do is we're going to put them on the front, do the front first, and that will set the front exactly where we want it, and then we will build the rear setup to get to the wheelbase we want. That way we have all our clearances worked out in the front, the rear is easy. So we're gonna also make these links the exact same length as the rear, and that way they're all interchangeable if need be. So just makes it easy to carry, less spare stuff if you have spare parts. So these are the length I like to use anyway. So let's get this thing lowered down and start mocking up the frame side. Alright, so with this side tacked up for the front, we're going to lower this thing down, get it to about level with where the links are, and start setting up the wheelbase, or where we want these ones, and then the rear ones will set wheelbase. But get them clamped to the frame, get a couple measurements, make sure that these measurements are the exact same so we have them in the same spot, as well as double check measurements on the frame. Get that axle set up. Alright, so we ended up cutting the inner bracket a little bit shorter to do the angle, 10-degree angle, just to line everything up. And now we may have to move the engine and whatnot, but right now we're not going to worry about that. We're going to do the math, which I just figured out, from this point with the same length where the wheelbase will be set, right around 115 is what we're shooting for. So I already did that math, marked that on the frame. So we are going to throw together the other clamps real quick, or I mean the other mounts real quick, and then tack those up, get them the same as the front, and then we will get those clamped into the frame, and that will allow us to set the rear axle. Alright, so with the lower link mock up frame side back here, and then I ended up doing the same 10-degree there. We need to get some VOM cut real quick, so got some 2-inch 250 wall. We're going to cut that down to make them match the front, and then we've got a couple heims here that we'll tack together, get the rear end set, and then that way we can start measuring wheelbase and make sure it's exactly where we want it. Alright, we got them tacked in real quick, beveled the edges already. Let's get this one tacked in and start mocking things up. Alright, so we have all the lower link mounts tacked in, and the tape measure here at 0, and then back here we're at 115. So wheelbase is where we want it. 115 is what we're shooting for. The links are all flat right now, which means this is the longest wheelbase I'll ever get. So when you're drooping out, the links will get shorter, just because of the angle. So your wheelbase will change obviously always, but at the longest point it'll be 115, which is what we wanted. So now we got to do a bunch of measurements and figure out upper links. I have some ideas how I want to do it, but we've got to get some measurements and see if it'll work. Obviously with the front, we can't go fully triangulated here because that's where the pulley is, so we'll have to space it out, and then we'll come out outside the frame around the front. The rear, we won't have to do that because we have it all the way triangulated to the center. So we'll set roll centers, run a couple numbers, and figure out exactly where we want to put them and lengths, and start making upper link mounts. All right, so after a couple measurements, we're gonna start with the rear first. A couple reasons, mostly because the truss is already done in the upper link mounts on the axle side. But after the measurements I took, we're pretty much gonna be right in this area with the upper link. So we're gonna either tie it into a little bit wider on the boat side or just on the inside of the frame. Either way, we'll cap it, and then the rear frame rails will also come into that area. That also means we're gonna have to cut the floor back just a little bit more forwards because the upper link mount's going to be pretty close to the bottom of the floor here, and we want it to be able to come up to the link, because right now we're pretty much like the lower links are level close to ride height. Right now I think the belly's 18 inches. It's probably going to be 18, 19, so it's real close. So we want to have room to travel, so we'll cut the floor out just a little bit shorter, and then that'll be a cool area to tie everything in with the upper link, the rear frame rails, as well as the finish of the B-pillar. So let's get to work building some links. So we got the floor trim back. Now we have nice access to the end of the new frame rails, and I capped those. So just 1/4 inch plate, welded them in. So now we can start making mounts. Got this heim joint in. We're gonna make this side first, and then we'll match it with this side. So we have all of the 4-link mocked up in the rear. We ended up going around the frame rail a little bit, tying into the boat side leg as well for both sides. And then, like I talked about before, we can tie that in with a couple things with the frame and whatnot. So right now we're going to leave this where it's at since it's all mocked up, move to the front.